Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. This is Earth Angel HQ, where healing is the weapon and love is the language. We're going to spread it. And my name is Sierra B Magic, and I'm going to do a reading for you guys. I do not know what's going to come out. I've already asked Spirit, allow me to be an open channel, and I will receive what it is that you have for the collective. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Ace of Wands just popped out in reverse. Okay. I'll leave it there. What do you need the collective to know right now, Spirit? You're in the process of a transformation, but there's something that you need to let go of in order to receive something else. What's new? We've been getting a lot of that energy. And I feel like, so I have the Ace of Wands in reverse, the baptism, hold and release, which is basically you processing something that hurts in order to receive something in its stead, in its place. Backsliding, which is you going backwards into an old energy. And then we have the orphan, the misfit, the estranged, and the empowered. These are four different energies that kind of build upon one another. But intuitively, I'm getting that this represents the misfit, and La Luna is on the bottom of the deck with the basement right behind that. And I'm going to take both of those. The healer is now on the bottom of the deck. Something happened to you so that you could heal and share this with other people. I get this a lot because I feel like we're all in a very similar energy as far as the collective is concerned. This Ace of Wands in reverse, other things may not have worked out for you because they weren't supposed to. Because it was all pivoting you, to come to this moment, to kind of force you into healing something in your life. So in this card right here, I'm resonating with the misfit energy the most. And the misfit comes from someone that it relates to someone who was disregarded and really not heard as a child, and as they started to come into their adolescent life and teenage life, they began to rebel. And that rebellious nature wasn't really who they were. It was kind of like doing the opposite of what you felt. You didn't feel hurt, so you felt like you needed to yell. You didn't feel seen, so you would dress provocatively, or you would do the most so that people knew that you were there. Like, you wanted to make sure your presence was known and respected and appreciated. But the misfit doesn't know how to go about that because they don't have self-love, respectfully. And for some of you, I'm not saying all of you, for some of you, you resonate with this because you've actually taken that energy into your adulthood. With the basement here, the basement represents an energy that is a part of an old house. You're supposed to be selling the house, and you've gotten rid of everything else except this deep, dark, thing in your basement, and you've got to clean that out in order to move forward. That's why the Ace of Wands is in reverse. Because there's something, a lot of these cards are about fears and, subconscious beliefs and really doing the digging. And the backsliding may actually be running from doing the digging. I just did a reading about someone self-medicating in that reading. It says, what did I call it? Can't remember, don't matter. But it's the reading right before this one. I'll probably have this published tomorrow. So it's the 17th today. You'll probably see it on the 18th. But I was talking about someone self-medicating in that reading, or not. They're getting a message from Spirit to not do something, and they continue to do it, but they're doing it because they're running away from a problem. And that's what I'm getting with this backsliding energy. There's something that you are required to process and feel, and you don't want to feel it. It's like the house has been sold, it's time to move, but you refuse to clean out this basement because it hurts. There's trauma down there, there's pain down there. With La Luna, this is something that's been in the dark for a very long time. La Luna is the moon. But the healer and the butterfly is saying you have everything. Damn, this energy coming in strong. The healer is you having all of the tools, you knowing what needs to be done. And this is required. It's not even required, but Spirit is really urging you, like the collective needs your story, the collective needs your light, and you're being urged to fly and let whatever this is that confines you and feel like you're trapped in a cage, let it go. But it don't feel good, man. Bitter fruit. It just doesn't. It hurts. And there's something that is telling you to go through that pain so that you can come out stronger on the other side. Turn that pain into power. I'm surprised I didn't see the alchemist anywhere. Anyway, I'm going to stop there on that part of the reading, and we'll see what comes out in the collective. I mean, excuse me. Whew. I'm sorry, that energy is real strong. There's something that somebody don't want to feel, and I didn't think I was going to use this deck, but I am going to use the meme deck. Let's see if we can find out what that is. So for some of you with this misfit energy, because in my mind's eye, I saw parents arguing. They may not have had enough attention for you. I feel like somebody grew up in a really toxic household where love was basically given on how much you can like piss a person off. Like the love wasn't really love, it was attention. And that's where you got something from. Or that's what you see as love. Okay. Strictly sexual, poor boundaries, friends with benefits, toxic masculinity, toxic femininity. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to leave that here. We're going to keep pulling. What else, Spirit? Because that's literally what I just mentioned right now. A household that's, you basically grew up in a toxic household. And in order, it's almost like you're competing with the energy of your parents, not for the energy, but everybody's trying to be heard and be seen. And if the mother was dealing with a father that was distant or, you know, possibly cheating or whatever, she had to make herself much bigger and be louder and more aggressive, like very much in her masculine energy. I honestly think this toxic masculinity is the mother and the toxic femininity is the father. No lie. All right. Ooh. Ain't nobody got time for that. Moving on. Six of Swords energy. Resisting the urge to react without thinking. Not easily triggered, being the bigger person. Yeah. You could have found yourself in a similar relationship to what your parents dealt with, or what you saw a mother, this could be a single mother or a single father, what you saw them deal with growing up. So you didn't really have a good representation of what a healthy relationship was, and you were drawn to what you saw. It happens to a lot of us. Tired of BS, not playing games, but you're tired of it, but there's something that you're not acknowledging about your childhood. I'm strongly getting the way you grew up or the type of environment that you were raised in. You know, for some of you, this basement energy might actually be like something physical that you need to get rid of. This could be a picture, a box with old memories in it. And this box reminds you of a really difficult time in your life. It's time to get rid of that box. See, low vibe wants credit for doing something you're supposed to do. This could be like, taking credit for someone else's idea, work, product without giving credit to the original. I feel like this is more of wanting credit for something you're supposed to do. This could be a parent that did the bare minimum and wants you to love them like you guys had, you know, a perfect relationship coming up. And you're like, but wait, I remember things very differently than what you're describing them as. And it's like, don't do that to me, I'm your mother. Or don't say that, I'm your father. You can't talk to me like that. But wait, why are you trying to stifle me? That's that orphan. Excuse me, I said orphan, but it starts with the orphan, not being seen, being heard, and then the misfit. You standing out, speaking out, and rebelling because you're not being heard. You might have been seen as a rebellious figure as a kid or even in your adult life. You may not even like structured jobs because of that, because you don't like listening to authority figures. Like you have a problem with authority. But this is very much connected to that basement energy, and Spirit is telling you to move on. Like the Six of Swords is moving on. That's what some of this card represents. But it also means that you need to process the emotions from that period, because it's preventing you from getting something that you actually want. But this I did that card. Joe Biden looks a mess on this. Sorry for laughing, because I know this is very serious. This is somebody that kind of wants to gaslight you about how you grew up. And I'm sending you so much love, because I will tell you right now, I was not raised, I was loved, but I wasn't raised in a perfect environment, not even. And sadly, when something looks good from the outside, people don't acknowledge the inner conflict and turmoil that you've dealt with in your childhood. And I know that for me personally, I grew up in a family that doesn't really respect emotional sensitivity. How the fuck you think I feel as an empath being in a family of people that don't express how they feel? Just saying. Bruh, kind of sus. Whew, Lord, have mercy. This is not going to resonate with everybody, but I'm going to say it anyway. So for that misfit energy, you could actually be bi, homosexual, trans. You could be a part of the LBGTQIA community. And this could also be creating a rift with your parents. There's something that you may have wanted to tell them, something that you did tell them, and it wasn't received well. But I'm not going to take that for everybody. I'm going to get one or two more cards. What flipped over? I don't know. And then we're going to move on to the tarot. I'm not going to make this very long. There it is. Actually, it's a whole bunch of them. I'm not taking all these. What else do you need the collective to know, Holy Spirit? One mental breakdown later. Mental illness, break from reality. Man, based on the things that you spoke to your family about, it doesn't have to be parents, but just someone that you were really close with. You may have actually shared things that you were experiencing spiritually. Remember, I mentioned something about being an empath, and they may have actually thought you were going crazy. 1333. For some of y'all, they might have actually gotten you help, but it wasn't really help. It was kind of to say, you know, my daughter, son said they're talking to themselves, like fix them, you know. That's what I'm really getting. But for whoever that resonates with, you came into your spiritual gifts at a very young age, and that made you even more of, you know, an outcast, that misfit energy. And I think what Spirit wants you to know is you are not your past. You are not, there's a place for you. It doesn't always feel like that place is with blood relatives, but you were born into that family for a reason. You are very much a light, a golden light that was meant to be there so that you could really break generational, I don't want to say curses, but generational patterns in that family and go in a different direction, or a direction that your family now may not honor or respect, but your ancestors are looking at you like, you know what, he or she is doing the damn thing. And we respect you, and we are guiding you, and we are backing you up every step of the way. Okay? But you are loved. You need to know that. Just as you are loved. You are not your past. I just felt like I needed to say that again. With free food, count me in. You may have grown up in an environment where you got the bare minimum in your family, or not just, you know, financially, but like I said, as far as attention and energy and love, you weren't really poured into. You felt like you had to pour into yourself, and that's really hard to be your own cheerleader as a kid. What else I'm getting is you could have also been in an environment where you guys just didn't have a lot. Financially, you did not have a lot. You had to make do with what you had. And you may have grown up around people that weren't financially literate. I know for many of us, you know, that are, you know, grew up in the inner city or are people of color, very sadly, we don't have the education when it comes to finances. So you kind of figure it out on your own, you know, oh, damn, I shouldn't have ran those credit cards up, or, you know, I need to save for my future kind of thing. And I'm not saying that this is an excuse, but what I'm coming back to is all of the things that you have been building up inside and you're not dealing with. Because really at the core of this reading, we're talking about things that need to be dealt with so that you can release them and move forward. Let's get one more. That 10 out of 10 card keeps wanting to come up, and it might actually come out. Let's see. Nope, but I love that last message. Donut give up. You hear what I'm saying? Thank you, Spirit. Gonna come through every time. Perseverance, strength, energy. Your faith is being tested. Take your mind off the negative with the sweet treat. I'm trying to watch my figure, so I'm not gonna do it. Okay, but I think that you need to continue to endure and process this, and you know, you got to feel it to heal it, quite frankly. And it is time to feel it. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. Let's do a little tarot, see where the message goes from here. If this resonates with you, please give me a like. If you don't feel comfortable commenting about this in, you know, the comments of the video, send me an email. My email it should be in the about section of every video, and it will be in the about section of the channel. I would love to hear from you. 10 of Pentacles, definitely family related. High Priestess, 9 of Cups, King of Pentacles. You've always been like a powerful manifester. Not just a powerful manifester, but incredibly spiritually gifted. Like you had divine sacred knowledge as a kid. Like you were highly intuitive at a very young age. And I think with this 5 of Swords that came out last, someone was trying to like gaslight you out of your power and energy because they didn't want to be seen, you know. As when we're kids and we see our parents, we want to see our parents as just and right and upright and powerful and smart, like they know everything. You know, we can ask them and they have the answers. But this parent didn't feel like that. This parent may have actually been intimidated by your gifts. They felt like they were supposed to be the one in charge. Clarify the King of Pentacles, please. Chariot in reverse. I told you, so it wasn't like there wasn't money here, but it's almost like money comes in, money goes out energy. With the 7 of Pentacles being clarified by the Chariot in reverse, there's a lack of discipline there where it prevents this person from moving forward the way they're supposed to. And I feel like this is a generational cycle, because the same energy that you're in right now is the same energy your father dealt with. I'm getting father. It could be a mother, but I'm more so getting father. But it's a parent or a like authority figure in your life. Because back to, where's that daggone card? This Ace of Wands in reverse. Something is being blocked in your life. Some new opportunity is being blocked because there's something that needs to be dealt with. And it needs to be dealt with because what is the point of getting this blessing when you're not going to have movement? When you get what you want. Look, it's right next to the Nine of Cups, y'all. Wish fulfillment. This is like winning the lotto and losing all of the money 3 months from then. You know, you win the lotto, next thing you know, you don't got a dime to your name. And it happens. Go on YouTube and see all of the curse of the lotto stories. But what I'm saying is Spirit loves you so much that you are being protected from an energy that has been in your family for a while. And it has something to do with how you grew up, the energies that were around you, the lack of support. There's the honk. The lack of support and how you saw adults interact with one another. Like it's all kind of this soup, this gumbo of, you know, trauma and pain and loss and disappointment that needs to be dealt with, because the blessing is here, sis, bro. The blessing is here. Clarify the High Priestess, please. I don't even know what to call this reading. It's like you get clarified by the Eight of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Wands. It's like you get what you want, you speak it, you know, you have a connection with the divine, it comes in, and then it's like chaos ensues, drama comes in with it. This may not resonate for everybody because I know everybody don't believe in the same things, but I feel like there is an entity that is attached to your bloodline that doesn't want to see you guys be abundant. I don't think this is about love at all. I think this is more so about like finances and stability. But it's because your bloodline is royal. Like you're destined to be abundant, but you gotta slay this dragon first. Anything else? And I'm gonna be done. Any last messages for the collective? Look, Temperance and Ten of Cups. It's in the Sun, child. You gonna do it, but you gotta have the courage to. You got with this Temperance, you gotta know your why. Why do I need to deal with this? You might already know because of things, like I said in the past, that haven't worked out in the past. You're tired of getting to this point of abundance, like getting this movement, and then next thing you know, drama. It's like something happens, you get what you want, and next thing you know, Chariot in reverse. It all just stops. Because there's something that is like preventing you from going the extra mile or having the endurance to keep on your path. And it has something to do with that basement energy and what is not being dealt with from your past. Okay? I'm going to leave that there. I think with the Ten of Cups and the Sun, I'll say that last. If that was a final outcome, I feel really confident about not only your ability to get it done, but the desire. Because you got to want to, you know. You can ignore this all day long and just say, well, I guess I'm just going to be broke, or I guess I'm, not going to ever get what I really want, or I guess I'll never be able to sustain or manage my finances, or whatever this is for you and your family. Maybe this just isn't meant for me. You can play the victim if you want to, but if you really want to be that soldier, if you are that one in your family bloodline, you will take this energy on. You will. There's the ding. I claim that for each and every one of us. I really do. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and let me know how you feel about the reading. And if this does resonate with you, I am sending you so much love and strength and peace on your journey. All right? Have a good one. See you next time.